Shocking thing, how does the timing bar work? Is it GPS based or just an estimate? No, it's off the live timing. We have a live timing feed. The only thing we have is a live timing feed from Alpha. Mm-hmm. We don't have heats or anything, but we scrape the live timing field, and that is accurate. It's going to reset when they actually start. They're taking 2 laps, but it will go over and it will start counting down 10 minutes plus 1 lap, and it is the same timing as is used by everybody else in the event. And here we go, underway, final heat. And they are running, and as you can see immediately, the timing goes to 9:58 plus a lap, and there's a lovely little break at the front from, I'm assuming, Liam Hemming. I might be wrong because it's 2 cars. No, it's not. It's 67 of Matt Parker who's got away, and it's the number 3 of Oliver Smith in second, Henry.
Yeah, now we're going to keep an eye on number 73, Martin Brackenbury. Martin, who was one of Lewis Hamilton's main rivals in cadets in the 90s, Martin suffered a spark plug failure in qualifying, which he was telling me about last night. He drowned, let's just say that Martin Brackenbury drowned his sorrows last night.
So now he's got a headache.
Now he's got a headache, but he's got a cart that works. Somebody is off at Billy's blind.
Let's the one.
There is one cart being lifted over the barrier.
That's the yellow flag.
Thomas Hadley and Stan Warriner. So Stan Warriner is out, one of the youngest drivers here.
One of the guys we spoke to earlier. Yeah, there's a yellow flag still going into Billy's blind, so there will be no overtaking. And they cross the line, and it's going to be a lead still for Parker. And he leads from Smith and Yeomans, Brunton, Liam Hamling, Warriner and McKern, and the lead was just a little bit reduced. He made an absolutely lightning start, Parker. He got away from everybody, but they're now sorting themselves out and is getting into a far more competitive situation.
Now we'll start looking to see when the drivers start moving the carb screws around. That'll tell you whether they're pushing, whether they're conserving, whether they are, just sort of biding their time, or whether this is their shot at potentially taking the win. Parker, Smith, Yeomans. Brunton is 4th. There he is, the number 27 cart, the Tony Kart race suit. Liam Hamling, Paul Warriner, Stan's dad, Joe McKernan, Dan Street, Richard Plummer, and Ian Turner, the top 10. Richard Plummer, another one of our guests, and he was racing in the Super 1 British Karting Championship back in 93, 94, 95, 96. Brunton gets squeezed a bit wide.
There's still a yellow flag going into Billy's blind, but these bunch are fighting it out round through the horseshoe. I think, remember, Henry, as we certainly saw in the first heat, there was a bit of ebb and flow during that 10 minutes as various carts came on and went off,
yes.
Both performance and tyre-wise. So just because you're leading now doesn't mean you're going to be leading at the end, because some of the carts will get a bit quicker as they go through. The yellow flag has been withdrawn into Billy's blinds. We have a whole lap of clear racing quality, and they come to the S's again. In fairness to Parker, he's managed to maintain his lead. He's not being chased down by Smith too much. As you say, it was Brunton who was the loser last time, dropping from 4th to 5th.
Yes, indeed. Now, Liam Hamling, who is down there, looking down. So his cart, the Tony Kart Esprit. Mm-hmm. Now, the Esprit was a
Lotus.
Well, it was a Lotus, but it was a cart that wasn't made by Tony Kart. It was a model of a Tony Kart that wasn't made for that long. That Hamling is there. It's the white cart.
The white cart there in the middle of the screen,
number 41.
Yeah.
There's only maybe another 2 or 3 other chassis remaining like that. So that's a rare piece of kit that Liam Hamling is driving, and he's doing.
Car's being lapped; it's not being overtaken.
And he's doing a sterling effort of ragging it senseless, to get the most out of it, even though it's very, very rare indeed.
Well, the top 2 have broken away slightly. That's Parker and Smith. Yeomans. Or is it Parker and Smith? Is it changed? No, it's not. It's Yeomans has dropped right out down to 5th place. So it's Hamling now who's moving back up and through the field, and then, so it's a 41 of Hamling, and then you've got Brunton back into 4th.
And this is a really good race.
And they are all now line abreast with about 3 kart lengths between them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They were all now running together, and we're only 4 minutes into the 10. Look at the inside there from the 127, the back of shot. And that is Warriner now looking to make a move.
Yeah, the surviving Warriner family member, the son Stan is out of the race. Dad Paul is very much in this race. He's looking again at the inside. That was a brave move outside of our camera shot there. As you saw, Paul Warriner pass Ben Yeomans for 5th place. And gradually, Matt Parker begins to edge away. Here's the battle, Smith and Hamlin.
Beautiful move there. Took him to the outside. The 41 there, superb 3-corner move there. Outfoxed the 3, I think, of Oliver Smith to get past. And then waiting behind Brunton, the 27 with the green helmet and the mainly green overalls. And there's your three, currently third, fourth, fifth.
And you think about all the modern aerodynamics of karting bodywork. You know, let's have a look back at the kart shop. The karting live TV replay. We're going to look to the inside.
Over and under, brilliant.
But look at that! It's that old Ridelfi Rigoffy body kit. I think that was the brand. You've got the square, side pods. For all the the cool aerodynamic flicks that make the karts look more sexy in quote unquote. These, the bodywork, it's functional.
There's a follow-up question about the timing from Shocker69. It's basically, he's saying how they find the karts around the lap. What it is, all the karts have what's called a transponder on them. So they have a little radio transponder. There's various points around the track called timing loops. And when they go over a loop, they get registered, and that's how we know where the kart is. The actual timing itself only updates once a lap, but the marshal and everyone else have 3 updates a lap. So at the end of the lap, they go, their little radio transponder pings on the start finish, and it goes, I am here, and this is the time I'm here, and that's how we know how long it took to go a lap and where they are overall in position.
And the timekeeper, who is sat directly beneath us in the next floor down on the start finish line, he is in charge, obviously, of making sure that every time he hears a ping, which is not a ping engine seizing, it's a ping of the transponder.
Multiple pings.
Crossing the start line loop. That he makes sure that everything is accurate downstairs. Parker's
broken away a little bit. He's got over a second in lead. The battle appears to be 4th and 5th on screen now, 27 and 127. So it's Brunton and Warriner, both looking quite similar with the white side-podded karts, but it's the old black overalls of Paul Warriner looking to get up, and apart from the organiser, Brunton, though. Warren had a bit of a look. You see quite a lot of people have a little look going into Billy's blind and decide not to go about it. Now the S is getting really a no overtaking position, but now can you get a run out? Run into the hairpin, not this time. And the two of them, nose to tail, up ahead. The top 3 quite static. Now the interesting thing is that they were about 0.8 of a second behind Oliver Smith in third. Now are they losing time having this battle over 4th place? 1, 2 and 3 equidistant, all about 3/4 second apart looking visually at the moment. But that is flowing back a little bit again. And so second and first getting closer again. As we said, we had this last time, Henry.
Yeah, indeed. This is ebbing and flowing. Parker, now have we got lap traffic? No, we don't. The field is quite spread out. Pleased to say that the amount of retirements has not been as high as we thought. There are 19 karts still running of the 24 that started. Daniel Collier's gone out, so has Matt Martin. We saw the 2 on the opening lap now. But everyone else is again coaxing their machinery. They're all looking for a place automatically in the main event. They don't want to have to go through the B final.
Absolutely not. You don't want to run the engine any longer than you have to.
No, engine and tyres.
So the top 2 are getting close together now. Hamlin only was only 4 tenths behind. So I think the battle now is right at the front. And we saw this before, the karts coming back towards each other during the back end of the race. Still 2 minutes to go. As Joe Brad likes to say, the 2-minute bell's about to go, all heck's going to break loose. Yeah. But better lap, I'd say, for Parker. I think that's more than 3.5 tenths. Well, it might be just the same. But Hamlin really needs to find. But he's got 3 or 4 laps to do it.
Yep.
One of the advantages of clay is it's quite a short lap. You get lots of them.
Well, I think he's going to get opportunities. He does need to close up a little bit. The last time that the Modern British Championship was here, aero push was a thing. It was a thing because tyres were overheating, following other karts. It's narrow. I mean, I thought it just meant that you have to approach it differently to another round. That's variety is the spice of life.
Well, you know how motor racing drivers don't like variety. Just the F1. And if it gets difficult or different, they just moan.
Yeah, exactly. Parker and Hamlin through the S's. Smith all on his own in third. Brunton and Warriner continue to battle for 4th position. 1 minute plus a lap to go. There is a slower kart on the horizon.
That's the 195, I think, of Steve Roberts.
Yes, who's almost a lap down.
I think his engine's never really picked up.
That's
149 actually. That's
it's the BS kart.
Oh, right.
That's not BS as in two letters. BS. That's BS as in BIESSE.
Like Biessa. Hey, Biessa.
Stephen Cook Martin in the number 58 kart is on a Biessa. And the driver they're closing in on has a Biesa race suit.
That's Tim Watts.
And
They're
the number
closing in on.
149 of, Tim
Back
Watts.
again with this battle for 4th and 5th as the leaders have stretched slightly. It looks like Paul Warren in the 127, second of those two cars, black overall, seem very happy to follow Andrew Brunton in the 27. A glance over the shoulder by Brunton. He's not going to see Warren there. And they come in to Billy's Blind for the penultimate time.
Through the S's now. And
I think we need to go back to the front because they're right together first and second as we come down to the penultimate lap. And there they are, as close as they've been the entire time. The 67 of Matt Parker holding off the 41 of Liam Hamlin, both in all white side pods. But it's the red overalls of Hamlin in second, who now has one lap to make a move on a track where it's not the easiest to overtake, but perhaps he's just got a little bit more in the tank. Perhaps the engine's a little bit cooler, running a little bit better.
well, here we go. This is the moment to the inside. A Billy's Blind Classic Clay Pigeon runs the leader wide. Runs Matt Parker wide. Liam Hamlin takes the lead. And I think if that's
the last lap, that was just leaned on, and he's going to take the. Well, he's got to survive 3 corners where it's not an obvious overtaking point, but he just seemed to pick up a drive coming out. Oh, it's not all over yet.
Yeah, it's not over. There's going to be a drag race to the line. Here we go. Out of top bends. Watch. Matt Parker gets on the curb coming out of the final corner. Just unsettles him ever so slightly. Liam Hamlin.
Let's look at the overtaking manoeuvre here. It's beautiful. Billy's Blind Classic came up the inside and then just ran him out. Totally fair. Just ran him out to the outside. You can see, just puts a bit too outside. Perhaps Matt might go not totally fair because he had a wheel on the grass.
A little bit too aggressive.